Thank you, Lena. Now to our News for Jax I-Team investigation, the dump next door. Residents on Jacksonville's east side called us for help, saying they are literally living across the street from trash and no one seems to care.
Mice, roaches, piles of garbage. Just some of the things the I-Team discovered across from the Eastside Terrace HUD complex on East 7th Street. And after we reached out to the city, workers were sent out almost immediately to start the cleanup. There you see the difference in this before and after video. I-Team investigator Vic Michelucci joins us live. And Vic, we see the results, but residents are telling you that they feel neglected by the city and the apartment's owners as well.
Absolutely, Bruce and Jen. They say that they never really see anybody back here who cares about them. They were frustrated, they were fed up. That's why they reached out to us. So we came, we spent every day here working for them, and the results speak for themselves. When we got here, you could see it, you could smell it. The trash, the rodents, the overgrown weeds. Now it looks a whole lot better. And I just spoke with some of the people that actually called us and complained to us, and they're waking up relieved this morning. Let's see what we've got. Turn the corner right there. Oh yeah, there it is. All the grass, the trash, the weeds, beer bottles, soda cans. There's a bra. We got the complaints and found the evidence right when we pulled up.
This is the first time that I ever seen anybody come out here.
So you don't get any attention back here?
No.
Rebecca Williams, who goes by Big Mama at the Eastside Terrace apartments, was surprised to get attention. She says she has been complaining for years about rodents, roaches, mold, and trash.
It's not good. I'm an old lady. I'm 80 years old. And my health is meant more to me than anything.
And the problems kept coming. Everybody's telling us about the rats.
I have a newborn, and he can't even crawl because there's so many rats inside of the home.
China Brown says she caught a mouse hours before we showed up.
That's the one we caught this morning.
And Lisa Manners found two as we toured her unit.
But like I said, we got a mildew problem, we got bed bug problem, and we got these damn mice.
Many here blame the pests on trash piling up and the 4-foot-tall weeds. This is just across the street on city property. It's ugly, and neighbors say it's been like this. When it gets picked up, it doesn't stay clean for long. It's a dumping ground.
But if you go down Main Street, you see everything's all prim and proper, but you come back into the hood and they forget about it.
We contacted the city, told them about the problems. All right, day 2. Look at that. The city's out here mowing. And the next day, they made progress. Look at that pile, it's all gone. Within a day of us contacting them, city crews did clean up the large pieces of furniture that we saw here on City of Jacksonville property. And take a look. The dumpsters have been emptied out, but they're in a different spot. That's because a city spokesperson says they weren't allowed to be here, which is city property, so they had to be moved back to the apartment complex's property. We spotted a worker mowing some of the weeds, although the litter was still spread out for hundreds of yards. So after a few days, we called a manager at the city, telling them the problems hadn't been fixed. And that time, they sent out a team of 8 people to mow, trim, and pick up the trash.
There is progress. Within an hour of you leaving, so just a little fire up on them.
Took us making that phone call.
Exactly, before they did anything.
However, the city sent us these records showing 4 official complaints in the past year. All 4 had been addressed. They're urging people to call 630 City and document any problems officially. Meanwhile, the pest control and mold issues, which fall on the apartment's owners, have not been fixed. We wanted to see if we could talk to somebody about some of the other issues.
Unfortunately, I can't talk to you, and I'm with the corporate office.
The staff here gave us a number to call, which we did. The management company is called Services Tailor Made. They're from Orlando. They manage HUD complexes across the state. We're waiting to hear back. Residents here hope the city holds up its end of the deal and keeps the property around this complex clean. And they're urging the property managers to do the right thing.
So I just don't know what to do, really. I'm glad y'all came out.
And all of this was overgrown. It had all kinds of issues, all kinds of trash and garbage inside. Now it has been cleaned up thanks to the city. As far as the problems inside this apartment complex that you heard about, the rodents, the roaches, the mold and mildew, well, unfortunately, those are still there, and I have made several attempts to try to talk to the managers who run this complex, both here in Jacksonville as well as at their corporate office in Orlando. They have not returned my calls or my emails, and certainly we look forward to hearing from them about their plan to fix this.
So, Vic, did the city say anything about a regular schedule to get out there and cut the grass and clean up anything that may be dumped either on the property or across the street?
Yeah, Jen, I got to tell you, the city has been very responsive. They say their regular schedule is to come out here and mow the right-of-ways as well as the city property elsewhere 3 times a year. So they do this mid-spring, they do it over the summer, and then they do it in the middle of the winter. But they say you can continue to call them. So if it becomes overgrown, if you have issues, they want to hear about it. Obviously, the city is giant, so they don't necessarily they're not necessarily able to monitor everything. So that's why you need to call the hotline. It's 630-CITY. You can document it officially. That's the only way to really file a complaint with the city to get them to come out and clean something up. You've also got a website. We have posted that link and that number on our website, news4jax.com. And certainly we're not going to forget about the Eastside Terrace apartments. We want to make sure that the families here get the results that they want and they deserve. And I was just talking to a man who was walking here. He says everyone needs to wake up in a clean neighborhood. They deserve that.
They do.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you'll let us know if you do hear from the managing company down in Orlando. Vic, thank you.